Hi to everyone at the Charnwood Borough Council. My name is Kelly Bramord and I'm a sports massage therapist, javelin coach and strength and conditioning coach as well. And I've developed this 5-part series specifically for people who spend a lot of time in this hunched over position over a laptop, admin workers, desk workers, and also people who spend a lot of time driving as well. Now, from my personal clients, I know that a lot of people experience pain and tightness in their muscles, their neck, shoulder, back, hips and hamstrings, and that is what we're going to be focusing on in this series. Now, these exercises you can predominantly do from your chair and around the workplace or at home, and they're about 10 minutes long, so they don't take too much of your time. Now, if you do experience any pain during these sessions, then please make sure you consult your own health professional. And without further ado, let's get cracking. Today's video is going to be on our spine, both the upper and the lower spine. Now, a lot of people have come to me and said that they have a lot of pain when they're actually at work, when they're in this position here, which is called a kyphotic position. And what that means is an excessive curve of the upper spine, like this. Now, ideally, our spine is supposed to be in a nice S shape like that, where the muscles can support our body weight properly. And when we are in this sort of position, we're putting a lot of muscles and our organs under a lot of stress and tension. So a lot of people will find that they have pain along here when they are spending a lot of time in this position. So, as always, we're going to be testing, massaging, and then stretching. So we're going to be testing first. So first of all, just having a stand up and just seeing how our spine feels. So bending left and right, forward and backward, and just generally seeing if you can feel any tension in any part of your spine. Okay, so now we're going to go on to the massage side of things. So you can do this seated or standing, whichever you prefer. So I'm going to show you seated. So first of all, we're going to be focusing on the lower spine. So using your own fingers, what you can do is place your hands in the small of your back, so never on the bone, always in that muscle. And what you can do is just using those circular motions like that to massage the muscle. And basically our aim is to try and soften up that muscle and relieve a little bit of tension there. So you can lean back on your seat like that, so you're not tensing up any muscles. Or if you are standing up, then you can just sort of lean back a little bit and massage in the small of our back like that. Okay, so using those circular motions like that to massage in there. You can go a little bit further up or a little bit further down. Okay, so feeling which side of your back is tighter than the other. I used to be a javelin thrower and that's very one-sided, so my left side is still tight from all of that throwing. So I'm going to spend a little bit more time massaging in that left side there because I know that is tighter. And it's very different to every single person, because when you are sat at your desk or when you're driving, there will be times where you slightly spend a bit more time on one side like that. Or if you're sat at desk and all of your work stuff is to the left, for example, you're always moving over to the left or moving over to the right, you're always reaching, and that is very one-sided. Okay, so still massaging, so going a little bit further up. Okay, and also if you do have your work stuff to one side, I would try and have it dead in front of you, so you're sort of minimizing that twisting action like that. Okay, so now we're going to go into the upper spine. So what I want you to do is to reach behind you like this. You can support your arm like that. I want you to massage just at the top there, almost into your neck. Okay, or what you can do, if you can't reach around like that, you can use objects like the end of your chair like this, and you can sort of massage into your upper spine by using the corner of these things. And it actually works really well because then your fingers don't get very tired. Okay, so using whatever you'd like to sort of massage in. So I'm predominantly going into the left areas. I know that's quite tight on me. Go Go over to the right, see what we can massage here. Okay, 5 more seconds, just massaging. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so that's the massaging side of things. Now we're going to do a nice stretch. So you can do this stretch 2 ways, whichever you prefer. So the first way, just having to stand up. And what you're going to do is just reach down with your hand along the side of your knee and see how far you can get down to your knee here. Okay, so this is stretching out the lower back and going right up into the top of our backs as well. Okay, so we can even put a hand over the top like that, and that can increase the intensity of that stretch. Now what I want you to do whilst you're down here is to breathe. This is really, really important when you're stretching, as it helps to stimulate that relaxing side of your body. Okay, and it's called the parasympathetic system for anyone who's good with physiology. So what I want you to do is to breathe deeply inwards, and on the out breath I want you to try and slide your hand a little bit further down your knee. Let's do 2 further breaths. Slide a little bit further down. Okay, slowly coming up and going back down. Okay, and let's start our 3 breaths again. Breathing in, all the way out. You can pass your hand over your head to increase the intensity of that stretch. And then again. And one more. Okay, and coming up. So now we're going to go on to the progression to that stretch. Okay, so we're going to use a wall, or you can use a door handle, which works really, really well. Okay, so I'm just going to do it at an angle so you can see what I'm doing. So what I want you to do is to stand 90 degrees away from the wall. Put your leg that's furthest away from the wall behind you, like that. And then you're going to reach over like this. So what this does is it's stretching all the way from your upper back to your lower back here. Okay, and so you're basically creating a C shape with your body like that. Now you don't have to go into a huge C like that. All you need to do is to basically get into that stretch and force your hips away from the wall like that until you can feel a stretch. This may be here for some people, it may be here for some people. But either way, I want you to get to that point where you can actually feel the stretch. Okay, and then let's begin our 3 breaths. And make sure you're forcing your hips away like that. And one more breath. Lovely, and let's try the opposite side. I'm going to go a little bit further up here. Okay, and let's begin our 3 breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. And again, breathing in. On that out breath, try and force those hips a little bit further away. And one more breath, breathing in and breathing out. Okay, so we've done the testing, we've done the massaging, and we've done the stretching. So now it's time to retest. So just seeing how your body feels, moving left and right, and then backwards and forwards. Now personally, I feel like my sides here are more stretched out, and I feel like I've got more space to breathe even. So doing these exercises can really help your breathing. It can take pressure off the organs because then you're not sitting like this all rounded. And also just your posture in general. It really help to create that S-shaped spine instead of hunching over like that. And again, as I've said in the other videos, really try and find a way to remember how to keep that posture as much as you can with your ear in line with your shoulder. So you're like this as opposed to like this. Now I hope that helps, and stay tuned for the next video. which will be focusing around the hip area.